Hello, traders. Welcome to the Trading Buddy System Futures and Forex forecast for the week of November 27th. This is Kevin Pine. I'm glad to be with you this week. Sorry for getting this out a little bit late with the Thanksgiving holiday and family gatherings and things. We'll make this a little bit short so we can uh, be prepared for this week. These are some of the markets that I'm going to be looking at. Last week was kind of a slow week, so a lot of the things that I was looking for the previous episode of the forecast, I'm going to be looking for the same things. Let's start with the all-important stock futures. You can see that with the advanced decline line, which is what I'm always looking at, we are very strong here in the advanced decline line. Friday was an inside day, a holiday, and you can see that Wednesday we made a break before the Thursday Thanksgiving holiday. And so if we get back to Monday's low, then I'll be looking for sell signals back down to possibly these lows in here. I wish I could draw straight. There we go, right in here, maybe 44.50 or the 44.25 area. Those are the areas I'm going to be looking at. But last Monday's low is going to have to be broken, and possibly even the Thursday before that. Those are the levels I'm going to be very focused on. I'm thinking by the end of the month, we'll still get a little bit more attempt to get higher, possibly up to the 4,600 before the beginning of December. But that could easily, it could be a coin toss at this point because we've been slowing down this momentum that we've been seeing quite a great push to the upside. I still think we might get a little bit of that this week, and then a move back down. So I'm going to be pretty cautious. I still have some longs on, but I'm going to be quick to take profits if it comes down to Monday's low on the ES, and then any other longs I have on options or the other indices. So this is the one I'm going to be looking at more closely. The precious metals markets, I'm still going to be long here. You can see that before and after the holiday, we got a nice move to the upside, and so we're looking for a continuation of that, possibly up to this 2,500 to the 25 level on silver here, possibly even closer up to the 2,550. I don't think we'll get higher than the 2,550 before a move back down to test, but I'm still going to be looking for, if you're not already long silver and gold, look for pullbacks to go long up into that area for this week. That's what I'm looking for. Like I said, same thing here with gold. Gold is at resistance level, but I think if you look at where we've been in the past, I think this could be an area, the 2020 area, the 2040 area, more strength into the 2040 area before we kind of pull back a little bit. I'm not expecting a ton of strength unless things heat up over the Middle East and in Ukraine and Russia, but we're still seeing that strength into the end of the year and possibly into January, February, where this could possibly get up into these old highs over here in the 2100. But for now, I'm going to wait for a pullback and look for longs uh, in the precious metals. In the energies, in crude oil, I'm looking for potential longs. We can see that we're kind of forming a base here. We've had a move to the downside, bounce back up, broke above this, tried to come back down again, and we're kind of holding steady in here. So what I'm looking for is a break of this trend line and then a test back down to be able to go long, a formation of a higher low so that we create a trend line back to the upside and then possibly back up into the 84 area. That's what I'm going to be looking for. But I'll be trading this pretty lightly considering my positions currently on the stock futures that I have. You can see you can see here with natural gas that we are finding lower prices. Friday we got a break to the upside, but it broke back down and closed lower. And so I am cautiously waiting for a turn here to go back to the upside in natural gas, but what probably will be a couple weeks yet before we see a strong move back to the upside. I'm thinking next week we could be looking for something for a bullish run. Right now, I think we might get a little bit lower, and then hopefully we can see a trend formation change and maybe a trend line break. But for now, I'm gonna stay on the sidelines with natural gas. Soybean market has been the best of the grains, although last week it did come down here toward the end of the week. And so Wednesday and Friday I took off of trading, and so I wasn't trading any of this, but this could be a good time to get long, to look for longs on the soybean market. We're just going to be wanting to look for previous high breaks to go long, and you can see that we are oversold here in the Williamson R, and this is a market that it's trying to break down to these lows. And then as we see with wheat, they're kind of weak, but I'm expecting, again, with commercial buying and whatnot, I'm expecting a nice move to the upside in the grain markets. Let's take a quick look at wheat. You can see the wheat market has just steadily come down when we've been expecting it to go up. You can see that this trend line came down. We are still long. We have not been stopped out, but we are close to another stop out on this one. The last few months, I've been waiting for a long move to the upside, a bullish move. We have not been getting it. So, I've clearly been wrong in this market as far as the timing, but eventually we will see higher prices in this, which is hopefully will be a part of it once it happens. And so if we get stopped out, we get stopped out. If you're looking to go long, if you want to go long, wait for trend line and formations to go to the upside. But for now, I would stay off of shorts, and then I would also look for potential longs, even if it continues lower. Just the fundamentals are looking pretty good for these markets going into the future months here. The last of the commodities that I was looking at was the 30-year bond, the bond futures. And you can see that we've been steadily going up. Friday, we got a big down day, and it's opened a little bit lower here. But I'm going to give this a few more days. I'm going to give this till the end of the month to see if it can get up to any of these height, 118, 119 areas. That's kind of where my target is 119. But if it gets to the end of the month and doesn't hit that, I'm going to be taking whatever it's going to give us and bailing. The beginning of the month usually is a time for dollar buying, and December, even though it's still weak for the dollar, is no exception. So I'm going to just get out of this at the beginning of December and look for another buy signal if it pulls back down, possibly down to these levels. But I think we might get a little bit more push before the end of the month. If not, I'm going to be looking for rebuilding a long position, maybe the second week after the first week of December. But until then, let's just cross our fingers that we get an up move here. If you're not already in this market, I would say probably just wait on the sidelines. All right, let's take a look at what's going on in our Forex markets. We like looking at the major pairs here. We're going to start with the dollar yen. The dollar yen made a nice move back to the upside, almost stopped us out. I have a stop right above this candle's high, and it's still very easily could come up and stop us out. We have a small profit there, but I'm waiting for it to come down and see if it can touch this 145 level. It's at 149.15, so it's got about 400 pips to go. As we saw at the end of the previous week, we saw that a nice move down can happen quickly, especially with this pair. So I'm still short this market. If you're not short yet, look for breakage of most likely, I would say Wednesday's low. That would be this low right here, and then obviously Tuesday's low would be most likely a continuation to these previous pivot levels. So that's what I'm going to be looking for, and I'm still holding on to some of those trades. When it comes to the pound and the euro, I'm still bullish. So the pound, you can see, is actually in the last few days a little bit stronger than the euro, which is a little bit different than recently. But we're at the 120, almost 126 level at this point. Friday, we had a nice move. The day after Thanksgiving, we had a nice move to the upside. And so where could this possibly keep going? If you're not already in the market, I would probably wait for a pullback back down to the 2,500 level, maybe 2,550. But then we could possibly get back up to 2,700 before the end of the month. And like I said, we'll probably see at the beginning of December next week. I'll talk about this next forecast, but we'll probably see a pullback of a week and a half with some dollar buying. But then I think we'll see some more continuation into the end of the year, possibly up to this back up to this 2,800, 2,700 level. So that's what I'm going to be expecting the next month or so. But for now, I don't have any positions on this. I'll probably wait for a pullback to go long. If not, I'll wait for shorts at the beginning of next week. You can see the euro is similar, but it hasn't broken its previous high like the pound has. The pound broke the previous high here as far as recently, but you can still see the strength that the euro has had. Just enjoyed the month of October, November. October, November, it's been just steadily moving upwards, and I don't see that changing in December, but I do expect a little bit of a pullback here, maybe back to the 108 or even back to this 107.04 year open, way back down in here the next couple weeks. But I think we'll maybe see an attempt to get to that 110. We almost got it last week, but it pulled back on us. Yeah, we only got about 35 pips away from that. So I think we could maybe break above that, grab the 110, and then maybe pull back and consolidate a little bit. And then maybe at the beginning of December, see it pull back a little bit farther, set up another buy signal. That's what I'm going to be expecting here in the euro. The euro yen, same as the dollar yen, made a nice move down, pulled back up, and we're seeing a formation of a lower high. That is a good thing. If we come back down to Friday's low, that is going to be a sell signal. And my targets are going to be in this 160 level. We're at 163, so about 300 pips is a potential here. You could get a sell right here and anticipate the formation of that lower high. If it breaks above Friday's high or where it's at right now, that high, you probably want to get out and wait for another sell signal formation. But for now, I think we'll get some yen strength into the month of December. The dollar Swiss franc did pretty much nothing last week except just slowly grind its way down. The dollar is probably going to try to make a little bit move, but we're going to see lower prices here. And then again, even if in the beginning of December we see a minor pullback, I think it's just going to be the formation of a lower high, kind of like a trend line like this. And then we'll see lower prices before the end of the year. So I can see this market kind of hanging around this price, beginning of December, making a pivot high like this, and then smashing back down, continuing lower. And so that's what I'm going to be looking for this market. Well, thanks again for your patience for this week. I hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving with your families and safe travels. I know some of you out there are still traveling, so I wish you the best with your travels. We got snow right after Thanksgiving. It was like the day. The night of Thanksgiving, it finally snowed, and so we're starting to feel that winterness coming in to December. So wish you all the best with your trading this week. Be sure to reach out to me with questions at kevin@tradingbuddysystem.com. I'll be happy to field any questions that you have. Please be sure to like and subscribe if you enjoy listening to these videos, and if these help you out, please put a comment and let me know. And sure appreciate you as my trading buddy. So hope you have a great week and take care.